bring you some more Space Engineers and the Wrong Move scenario. Alright guys, first of all, let me just apologise. It's been a few days since I've put up my last video. I've been so busy with all sorts of different things. My life has just been manic and full steam ahead that I just haven't had the opportunity to sit down and record this video. So now I have, I've been leaving this system running long enough, and before I get to that, do remember to hit that subscribe button. Do remember to smash that like button. Do remember to tap that notification bell to get those reminders coming. And do leave us a nice comment below. Alright guys, last time we were here, we had just finished building most of everything, and you know, our hydrogen tanks were a little scarce. The TT-15, as you can see now, is fully stocked. The Athena is fully stocked. And now the actual Deep Space One is now stocking up with hydrogen. Wow, it's been a long road for that. Okay, so I'm just going to come out of here, show you guys what I have done, because, well, for those who are new, those who are returning, yeah, it's all that jazz. Anyway, so we've got our solar panels, haven't really increased that by much, just one more each way. Our hydrogen, as you can see guys, that is now fully stocked and looks like a massive weed garden. No, I'm not talking about the illegal stuff. It really does. I mean, you get up close to like some of these, just drop down here. I mean, it just looks like like the weeds you'd find in your back garden. I mean, I want to know what this stuff is meant to be. I've added in support struts holding this to the asteroid. And this one comes all the way over here and embeds in the asteroid as well, just so that we've got something to make it look a little bit more secure. Yeah, like you'd find in a sci-fi movie. And we come down here, we now have an access path from our little base with all of its bits and pieces inside of it. And you remember that from last episode. And if we come this way, come up the steps, we've got a nice view of our hydrogen tanks, which are filling up nicely, our oxygen tanks down there, and this path leads us nice and safely round to the front of the Athena. So we are good, golden, and ready to go. So actually, yeah, let's do that. Let's actually get a move on. I have also bookmarked. Oh yeah, and I've also upgraded the Athena, so it's got a cryopod in the back. I thought it needed something a little bit more in here than just a plain back wall. Okay. So if you guys also remember, we've also upgraded the back end of the Athena as well to make it look a little bit more... I'm going to use the word realistic. That's not exactly a good term here. Ooh, there's some uranium up there. Oh yeah, and sorry, I actually forgot about this. Oh, silly me. I'm not actually going to go and grab that uranium because it's only a little bit from an asteroid impact. I know every little helps, but you know. I've also got us a grinder to go with our welder and our drilling platform, which attaches onto the bottom end of the TT-15. So now we've got a full array of stuff. And I realised it didn't actually have to be merge block down. I was wrong on that because, after all, we've travelled all this way with the TT-15 just connected up. So I apologise for that misnomer in earlier episodes. Okay, so we'll close down that. There we go. We'll get up to the bridge and we'll start the this way. Yep, we'll start the journey back towards the Earth, like we've been planning to do for 4, 5 episodes. I've forgotten actually how many it's been. Okay. So. Right, let's close all of the doors. Whoa. Actually, no, turn off, sorry. Okay. Why are the air vents not working? Area sealed. Vent 2 and 3. Yeah, why is that at an angle? Ah, yes, I was experiencing some problems with this. Now I know why. That is not actually attached.
Inventory full.
Oops. Why's my inventory full anyway? Alright, because I picked up some bits. Right, let's drop those. Alright, need one of those there. Didn't like that there either. Okay. Okay, let's... Why is that not showing as a complete grid? Now, I've been wondering about that for a while actually, whether that would cause some problems. Alright, I'm gonna have to do this a different way. Yeah. Didn't want to do it this way, but I think this is what I'm gonna have to do, is I'm gonna have to bring it up here. Add in reinforced corner there. Maybe I should have the reinforced corner there too. Followed by new set cryo room there. And then what I did was I just put in no more leaks. Hey, what? Oh! Well, that's secured anyway, so that's okay. Conveyor junction. Oops. In there, so that's all good. Oh, I know why I've got caps lock on. That's why I'm walking so slowly. So I'll just finish off our odds and sods that we need to do. I hate that I'm too fast for it sometimes. Alright, there we go. Can hear everything whirring away as it ought to. Actually, we could. This time around. Going this way. There we go. So we've got atmosphere inside of the ship again. So once more onto the bridge, dear friend. I don't know, it's meant to be breach in the Shakespeare. Okay, so everything's good, everything's sealed and attached. So let's just double check that. TT15. Oh, that's attached. That's attached, and so is. No, that one's not attached. There we go. So that's everything now in all working order. So if we now turn things on, we can now move away from Deep Space One. Okay. So we still want to head back home. Whether we need salvage or not in between now and then, that's another matter. But Deep Space One is now a self-powered, self-sustaining little base. Okay. I could do that. Alright, Rec 32. Where's Rec 32 in comparison to us? That's behind us. We don't want to go backwards, we want to go forward. Oh, sorry, no, correction, that's Rec 33. We'll turn on the ones that are not salvaged. Heading back the way that we came. Earth-like. We'll just take all the ones which are in orbit at the moment. Earth-like. I'm expecting all these to be salvaged. Well, that's unsalvageable. That was the underground base. Okay. So it's saying that there are some wrecks 414 kilometers that way. So we could go and actually investigate them. let's move away from the asteroid. We will... Actually, which wrecks were they? 27 and 28. So let's go with 28. Okay, we're within a kilometre of that. Oh, that looks big. Actually, I think that is a weapon right there on the end there. Right there. Hey, how come I'm out of ammo? Oh, that's not fair. Okay. And I could only produce one shell. Out of all of that, I could only produce one shell. Oh, that's great. So, desperately need to find somewhere we can get some magnesium. I bet you it misses. That's an artillery shell. What have we got? Assault cannon. Right, so we go assembler 1, disassemble. So as that's disassembling that, assembler 2 should be making our assault cannons. Which then should be going into our assault turret when they're not. Why not? There should be a clear path for it. Oh well, we can just do this the old-fashioned way. Depressurize. Right. Let's go and pick up some tools. there's hydrogen, there's oxygen, so that's good. I may have to rebuild the Athena as a Mark II, because something's wrong that it won't just take the O2 bottles. Because auto refill, tank wise. Ah, that could be why. Turn off the stockpile mode. No, still isn't doing it. So, yeah, definitely need to build a Mark II once we get back. As for right now. See, I had a good feeling that that was a turret. Whoop. That's our commission. However, I have lost my orientation to where that bigger turret threat was. There's actually gravity on here. Nice big analog clock there. Okay, no. Just quick save here again. Was this meant to be a station? Knew it! I knew it! I knew it! There had to be another one. There always is. There always is. Alright guys, well when I'm back in, I'll bring you guys back. So we're back in game. It's going to take a moment to sort itself out. We'll take care of this little turret here. There we go. I was going to do that after a reload. It's going to take a moment to figure itself out. Ah, that's where it fell. Right, we'll grab that while we can. Oh. I think I hit control instead of shift there. Okay. And we need to find that other turret, the one that got us earlier. Hopefully without dying in the meantime by exploring this ship. Oh, it's actually a station, isn't it? I have a feeling, because that's a slope section there. That's a pair of slopes there. Alright, where is it then? Could have been on a higher deck. Oops, didn't mean to demolish it. That was a good thing I didn't. So it's got to be right behind that camera. Not camera, that clock, I mean. Okay. So we know this turret is around here somewhere. We don't exactly know where it is. That's good because of the gravity generator. It's down here somewhere. Problem is I can't really see. There it is. Right. Oh, why is it? Ah, there we go. Because it's turned the dampeners off again, that's why. Oh, that was convenient. When you're getting ready to accept the rest of it. Thank you. Now, where was that hole that I just dug? It was there. So there's the turret there. So it's obviously on the other side. Ah, I see what they've done. They've attached it, I think. Nope. There we go. A quick save there because we have no idea whether there's any more turrets. Pray to God there isn't. Right, well, I think we may be safe enough to disassemble this now. Yeah, there we go.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Alright, now we can go back for the TT15. You can grab the grinder attachment. Other side might help. And then we can make short work of this. Alright, let's get the TT15. Nice little freighter. Alright. Now, which one are we needing? That's the welder, that's the drill. So we want this one here, we want the grinder. Some nice space-based military maneuvers there. Which one is it? Really should mark these down actually. Which one's what? Yeah. So that's the correct one. There we go. There's our wreck. Private sale coming in. Probably head down to the bottom. We'll get those parts first that we left behind. Oop. I like how with the docking arm they sort of like create that sort of V section. That's quite nice. Ah, there it is. So actually, no, that wasn't a docking arm. That was a radar arm. Because there's our parts right there. So just grab those. I didn't add the camera for the grinder. There we go. So we're going to need that to know where we are in relation to what we're doing. Turn on the grinder weapons. There we have it. That lovely stuff going into our inventory. The ship's inventory, sorry. Right. There we have it. Where are we at? Alright, stuck on something. What are we stuck on? Ah, block right in front of us. What is that? Yeah, that's the only problem with this particular style of build is getting our angle of dangle right. Go back the other way. There was something that I was... There it is. It was that TV that I was trying to get. So it makes it a heck of a lot quicker getting through all of this, doesn't it? Trying not to make any loose bits happen. Trying to make sure everything's attached to something so that I can just sort of just grind it all the way. catching or something. Right. So slowly but surely we're getting there. Every time I look at this, I'm sort of reminded of something from an anime or something like that, or some sort of like science fiction movie, but for the life of me, I cannot think of it. Yeah, what it reminds me of. Or maybe whether it was something I've done before and... I don't know. Alright. Those looks like some vents or something. TV there. Get that sofa. Got some batteries going on there. I mean, to think, you know, how long would this have taken if we hand drilled this and ground this? It's taken us an eon and a half. Wow, that door takes a lot to grind down. I think I'm going to have to go in the first person mode, figure out where I am. Right, just a few parts just left. Floating around. It's just one now. Right, and that's one entire space station ripped to shreds. On that side. I mean, that is a nice image. Yeah, seeing the Athena with the sun behind it. I mean, what a wonderful sight. Yeah. Okay, let's exit that view. Oh. That's the only problem. Sometimes you hold down Alt, try and do a tab, and at the same time, and oh, hello, I've got some injury. Must have damaged something on the station. I thought I'd done something. Alright, let's put the Athena away and then we'll go and have a look at that. Always sort of scares me when I see the, you know, the Alright. Let's go and see what sort of damage we've done. I think it's got to be one of these grinders. Must have hit one of them pretty hard. There we are. That should have, now all the parts that are in there will flow through. So, what's that? Rec 28, that's done. We can put that one to bed. So it's deep space, it's salvaged, turn it off, boom. So what else we got in the area? Rec 27 over that way, or do we continue home? I think the answer is we head home. Okay guys, I think I'm going to leave it here for this episode. I'm going to make any necessary repairs and adjustments that we need, and then we can go from there, heading more towards the Earth-like and see what we can do and what we can collect on the way. Alright guys, thanks for joining me. I'll catch you next time on Akangelus Gaming.